Energy leak number 3. Are you taking the bait? Are you taking the bait? Let me ask that same question another way. When the person that you're caring for does something or says something, consciously or unconsciously, that provokes you, that stirs up your emotions, do you energetically engage with them even though you know that the nagging or arguing or debating or cajoling or reassuring or explaining usually doesn't lead anywhere productive? I'm asking this in case the person that you're caring for is, well, not the easiest person to care for. And maybe they've always been that way, or maybe their personality has become more challenging due to biological changes from their illness or side effects of their treatment or their own fear of and resistance to what is happening to them. But no matter what the root causes of their contentiousness or anxiety are, I want you to know that you are not obligated to take their bait. You are free to choose your response to them. And I encourage you to utilize that freedom. You don't have to react or, in some cases, respond at all. You don't have to try to change their mind or justify your choices or shift their perspective or try to make them happy or try to heal their emotional wounds. None of those things are your job as a caregiver. Your basic job as a caregiver is to make sure they're safe, fed, clothed, sheltered, and not harming themselves or anyone else. It is also not your job to be their counselor or kind of sort of therapist. That is not a position you are qualified to fill, and it's not even healthy for you to try, no matter how much they want to dump their psychological issues into your lap. Just as you, as a caregiver, need support, the person you're caring for needs their own person, someone who is skilled to help them process their emotions and navigate through these uncharted waters of change and loss. And that person is not you. They may not want to get outside help from a stranger, and that is their choice, but their choice is not your problem to fix. How this guidance helps you conserve your mental energy. I know you feel like if they would just stop behaving a certain way, or just change their mind about something, or just do what you want them to do, it would make everything so much easier. And it probably would. But trying to get someone to change who is not open to changing creates huge energy leaks, mentally and emotionally, in you. Same goes for being repeatedly shocked or surprised or disappointed by someone's behavior or choices when they're just doing what they've always done. You would never, in a million years, spend your energy trying to get an alligator to not act like an alligator. And you would never be shocked or disappointed when a walrus is acting like a walrus. That's what walruses do. That's what alligators do. That's what your mom does. That's how Uncle Leon has always been. Accepting the facts allows you to plug these leaks. Where you might get stuck applying this guidance. When someone you have a relationship with wants to engage with you, not taking the bait can be so hard, especially if you have a lifelong habit of automatically engaging with them whenever they poke you, whether they poke you by criticizing or complaining or moping or yelling or dictating or crying or whatever. You might be repeatedly engaging with them because deep down you hope that you can somehow change them into the parent or sibling or relative that your heart has always wanted them to be. Or you might repeatedly take their bait because you're trying to achieve a big cathartic moment where they finally see things from your point of view and recognize their wrongdoings and appreciate your service. Or maybe you are just habitually continuing a relationship dynamic that has been in your life since childhood, and Although it's unpleasant, at least it keeps you connected to this person. Or maybe you're being driven by fear or guilt. You may be worried that if you don't respond to them when and how they want you to, you will make someone who is already suffering feel worse. All of that old, complicated, sticky stuff is what makes it so difficult to resist taking their bait when they serve it up to you. Exploring the roots of why you fall into this automatic, unproductive communication with this person and examining what you're hoping to achieve by doing so, and acknowledging your fear about what might happen if you change your style. Doing that work is how you will be able to apply the guidance of don't take their bait. How to start experimenting with this guidance. You don't have the power to change them, or you would have done it by now. But you do have the power to change yourself and to plug this energy leak. So, what's a teeny tiny, safe experiment that you can do to see what happens if you shift your communication dynamic? And remember, this is about you shifting yourself. They're not going to shift anything. They're going to keep doing what they've always done. And you are going to practice not using even 1 ounce of your precious energy being shocked or surprised or disappointed that your alligator is acting like an alligator. For a while, just practice choosing not to be shocked, surprised, or disappointed. Which means when something happens, you don't spend your energy calling your bestie and being like, oh my God, I can't believe. No. When the person you're caring for expresses themselves in a way that triggers you, instead of automatically engaging with them, practice hanging back in your head and just watching them be the alligator that they are.
Do you wish they were different? Yes. Do you need to spend any of your energy trying to get them to change? No. Would you rather use that energy towards stuff that would benefit you in your life? I hope so.
Once you're able to let go of being shocked that someone even tossed you some bait, then you can start experimenting with not even picking up the bait at all. I frequently help my caregiver clients come up with statements that they can use in place of their old ways of engaging, things they can say that will reduce the tension of a situation, or answer a question succinctly, or stop a conversation before it even starts, or set and hold a boundary, politely, calmly, lovingly, but firmly. Learning how to not take someone's bait is a life-changing muscle to build. Join you first, and I will help you build that muscle.